So we're telling me when this dude walks a bunch of people, it was just because he was placing his foot just a couple inches to the right?
Of course.
I hope he's back. I hope he's back. I find it kind of funny last night. You put him in this spot where, look, you were down big. At some point, you have to get through the game. They are going through this weird stretch with no off days until coming up here Thursday. But you have a day game. Yes, for the players.
It's a grind.
Yes,
it's a grind.
For the players, it is a grind. I agree with that. But also, you're down big. You bring in Hicks, so you essentially aren't really trying to win the game anymore. But then you come back and score a bunch of runs in the ninth, and then everybody's like, well, if you go back to the seventh, Ollie shouldn't have brought that pitcher in. I'm kind of thinking, well, you're down big. At some point, you kind of have to try to punt a game for the next game.
Yeah.
You don't really anticipate scoring 4 or 5 runs in the ninth. I understand it can happen every once in a while. But, like, I'm not saying Ollie has made every right decision. We've criticized him a million times. When you're down 5, 6 runs, sometimes you just got to get through the game to set yourself up better to win the day game the next day.
A manager has to manage in the moment, but also looking ahead. And there are times you think, all right, we have to protect our resources for the next game because we don't want to waste it on a game that there's, by mathematical equation, not a great chance of winning. I get that. So when the offense out of nowhere just starts crushing everything, it's easy to look back and go, well, that move and that move and that. No one has a crystal ball.
When Tyler
we agree on that?
We do agree on that.
The game changer was Tyler Motter not getting the tag.
Well, it's Taylor.
Also Taylor.
It's Taylor.
Whatever. I would have called him the right name if he would have tagged the dude out, but he didn't. But you said that was Wilson Contreras' fault?
Well, to me, Wilson's got to give up the ball quicker.
He does, but you got to make
that tag.
But also, you got to give him the ball quicker.
But you got to make that tag.
I think if you had to choose one person
Jimmy
who's wrong on that play,
tag 100%.
not if Wilson gives him the ball. Too late.
Dude, he's right there.
Was he?
Stretch out. You got to tag him there, dude.
Listen, just because Wilson's hitting the ball, which is great, I think
hitting the
Wilson
ball.
would tell you, I need to give up the ball quicker.
No, maybe. But you got to
I
tag him
think
there,
100%.
too. Just be athletic and tag him.
He's a journeyman.
Well,
beautiful
I know,
hair.
Exactly. You're a journeyman. You've done that a million times. Do it again.
I'm going to see if I can get him to say, just be quiet, Charlie, on tape, that I can make that problem. Can you imagine if we had Wilson Contreras saying, just be quiet?
Just be quiet, Charlie.
I think he would tell you, I got to give up the ball quicker.
He probably does.
I like Charlie, but he needs to be
Jim.
quiet. But being Wilson Contreras now.
How'd Montgomery do? Not bad until the fourth, right?
Listen, just
If you take away the fourth.
Not bad until the
If you
fourth.
take away the fourth.
Ollie did say that. Now I listen.
God.
Shocking.
Now I listen. When I listen to the post,
I
I think that's what Charlie's going to lock in on. And I'm not
Yes.
saying that as any sort of critique, because you know baseball. And
He does.
You break it down, but I was like, that's one Charlie's going to talk about.
I know.
I didn't bring it up, though.
I know. I'm so.
Again, when you're down 5, I do think you get to a point where you just have to manage the game.
Manage it.
I'm not even chirping Ollie.
Yeah.
I thought the day before when he said that Flaherty got sped up with the pitch clock when it went homer double walk. I thought that was one of those comments where you go, the pitch clock is here to stay.
Yeah. Figure it out.
17, 18 games in, if you have to make a decision quicker, if you have to have your bullpen ready quicker, that's what you got to do.
Yeah. You want to hear from Ollie?
Pitch clock is here to stay, and so is Jack. He's back,
He is back.
and he'll end up signing a
Terrific.
long-term deal.
He was terrific. Montgomery, you take away that inning, he was terrific.
Terrific.
If you take away the worst inning from every starter this year, this staff is pretty good.
Pretty damn good.
A lot of soft contact.
A guy did hit the ball cricket style.
It's unbelievable. Ahmed hit a bouncing ball.
Somebody else did that
It
before,
hit
too.
the
didn't
dirt, and he loops it over. But there were also some balls crushed. So
they? Sorry, I'm texting my wife right now because I'm sorry.
Focus on the show.
I never do this.
Kate,
no,
come on,
I'm not.
Kate.
No.
Is it an emergency?
Yeah, well,
What is
the Dapper Can's coming over to clean the trash cans.
Oh, wow.
You hear that, Kate? 'Cause
Big emergency.
I do. I got clean trash cans. Okay.
wait, who's coming?
My buddy owns a company called Dapper Can, and they cruise around and they clean your trash cans in the summertime. So you're not a gosh dang hoosier when you're walking your dogs and the trash cans are out and you walk past somebody's house and they stink like hell. That's a Hoosier. Not in my neighborhood. Dapper Can's coming today, but then I didn't leave him out for him, and he's going to get pissed at me, so Kate's going to do it. No big deal.
Wow, you
It's no
made
big
your
deal.
wife have to do that?
I know.
Unbelievable.
Show's in here. God.
Hi, Dapper Cam for Dapper Can.
I know.
Dapper
Isn't that
Cam
something?
for Dapper Can.
You hear that, Jason? I know you're listening.
I want to hear that spot on the air.
I know.
You know, like my trash cans, sometimes I stink,
Exactly.
but not with Dapper Can.
No.
Sounds like this guy probably has some equity in the business. Gives him a lot of free shout-outs. Gives him a lot of free shout-outs.
I've done this a lot where I forgot that he's coming, and I put my trash in there.
Interesting.
And then we leave it out, and then he has to clean my trash cans and throw them away and then clean them out. That's also being a Hoosier.
Is there a harp? Is there a harp playing when
They
you
play
come?
music during. I know. It's kind of a romantic scene when they come over. My God.
NHL tough guy.
It's all good. It's all good. Get him in, by the way, 855-282-8255. I want to hear from all you guys. I don't care
Hear
what
from
it
Ollie.
is. Oh, you want to hear from Ollie?
Yeah.
Exactly. Let's hear from Ollie. What's he saying?
Yeah, not ideal.
Nope.
I'm not sure what you want me to or understand the question.
What was
All right.
the conversation that was going on in the ninth inning with the delay? We didn't get a lot of explanation from that.
They were reviewing the amount of mound visits, so they were just making sure they had that right.
As you all are kind of working through that game, the deficit happens early. You see the offense taking it your late, find ways to fight back through it. Do you take that as a positive despite the whole?
Yeah, it's definitely a positive. You're looking at that fourth inning being a combination of some non-plays and some odd, to John's point, balls in play that don't go our way. And they put a 6 spot on us. Outside of that, I thought our pen did a really nice job. I thought our offense responded well. And it's good to see. We talked about it earlier today, this afternoon. Contreras starting to get in a pretty nice rhythm of driving the baseball. So, yeah, you take a lot of positives out of that. Obviously, you come up short. You want to win that game. But outside of that fourth inning, pretty good. Yeah, he was throwing a lot of strikes. You get the play to Goldie where we throw home and don't get the run down there, and then a double play ball that ends up just being a fielder's choice. And we could have added that inning, and then you get the couple soft singles and the bouncing double from broken bat double with Ahmed, and you throw all of it together and you get 6 runs. Some mistakes there to Moreno and Walker, but outside of that, we pitched a pretty good game. Yeah, we discussed it earlier today as well. As far as when he's on the first base side of the rubber, he's pretty effective. You look back at when he was removed from the rotation and added to the bullpen last year, and he was on the first base side. Walk rate was 10%. His strikeouts were 27, and he was on the ground 60% of the time. So you'll take that all day long, and we witnessed it again tonight. That's usable.
All right. I think we're good. I think we're good. First base side of the rubber.
That's it.
Fixed.
It's fixed. It's all good.
He said.
He did say, though,
Hick said.
it's great till the 4th.
Hick said. I mean, he admitted that a lot of it's like mental. He's just got to be himself. He's got to remember, that he has good stuff. I get it. If you're struggling, I mean, you're a professional athlete, and you've had good moments, and you have good stuff, and then you're not good. Like, that's got to be a mental battle.
I just want to see sometimes when you get beat, you don't always have to make excuses. Am I wrong? Go to the 4th, by the way. Go to the 4th. I'm looking at it right now. Off the bat velos. 103, 112, 104, 75. Okay. Ahmed Weird. We agree. Moreno, 109. You got an 85, a 73. You got a 95. You got 104.
Woo!
That's a lot of well-hit balls. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you also can just say, hey, you didn't have it. Yeah, there was some weirdness. I think we all agree you're not going to see a ball hit off the ground. But like when your guys get rocket shots, you don't always have to apologize and only point out, there was the one single that
The one single.
Am I wrong?
No,
I feel like
you're right.
I feel like this happens a lot, though.
I don't like. I'm an apologist and a rights holder. You never hear me say, "Oh, it was all soft contact." I don't. I'm watching. There when there's enough big hits hit hard in there, and it's not just soft contact. And Montgomery didn't say. He just said I was terrible. I wasn't.
That's what I want to hear.
That's all.
All I want to hear.
Yes.
Is a dude just say, "Hey, I didn't have it."
O'Reilly.
Nobody's mad at you because, well, you're mad for one game, but it happens.
Seth
Just
is
give
mad.
credit, but give credit to the opponent when they beat you.
No tip, Seth. Nate, what's on your mind? I know you didn't get to see the game last night, but what's going on here with this
He's
bird
tired, man.
with the birds on the bat? What's going
I don't
on?
know, Kim. What do you think about it? Why don't you answer your own question?
Yes, he's in a pissy mood.
No, I just don't understand. Like, here's the question.
I'm not
for
like
you.
that.
Let me rephrase it to you.
Good.
When a coach is trying to protect its players by being very using almost excuses or saying that things didn't go our way. Like, do the guys in the room respect that? These are all things that Charlie and Tim should be asking you, but let me ask you.
All right, that's all good. See, he's a pissy mood. When do you leave again? Next week? I would say that the guys would look at that and they get tired of it. Not to mention the guys that make a lot of money that aren't playing well. Guys in the locker room want them to get called out too. Not just some of the lower tier guys on the team. That's an easy thing to do. But if you keep making excuses, the guys in the locker room are going to roll their eyes and be like, okay, I want you to get pissed. But he got pissed right off the bat. And now he's kind of not getting pissed when he probably needs to. So I do think that some guys in the locker room will look at that and be like, oh, okay, call a couple guys out. Say how it is. He wasn't that good. Don't make excuses. I think that would rumble in the locker room a little bit.
I think the technique.
Great answer.
And not to take a shot at Charlie, but it was brought up by a texter that he does this sometimes. So as a manager, you say things like not to make excuses, and then you make an excuse.
Yeah,
Like a lot of
exactly.
times,
It's
like
just,
with you, like you'll go, hey, I like Cam, but, and then you'll drop an anvil on his head.
yeah. No, I know.
Yeah.
We also do that for fun. We brought up
course, kidding.
the Sopranos, with all due respect. No, I think this, to quote the late, great Tim McCarver, this is the big leagues, man.
It's the big leagues.
Like, you can say, by the way, pitchers also, if it's Miles, if it's Jack, whoever, you can just say sometimes, hey, they got me. Ollie can say,
That's it.
they got us. It happens. They're professionals. Diamondbacks are actually pretty good. I'm not saying they're going to make the playoffs, but they're a much better team. I don't like when you're playing bad, you're losing games. Okay, you give up a 6 spot. Maybe it only should have been a 4 spot. Right? Okay,
Whatever.
2 of those balls were only hit 82 miles an hour. I just think that's a bad look. And I get it. It's not the end of the world. Just give credit when you're beat.
I like what Berube does. Man.
Yes.
I really
Own
do.
it. Wear it.
He's like, no, he wasn't good.
And
no,
win the
he
next
needs
day.
to be better. No, he wasn't good. No,
Well,
he
I
needs to
knew
be
that.
better. That's it.
That's
I do
it.
love
That's
Berube.
I know.
That's all you need to do.
I know.
That's being a pro. Just be honest and then win the next game.
And baseball's still a little different because there's so many different moving parts and stuff where you can pick out different things that were good. In hockey, man, if you're bad, like usually the team's bad, maybe besides the goalie, so it's easier to really lump everybody together.
I think there's more statistical data that's commonplace in
Yeah.
baseball for every aspect than hockey. But I was thinking, like, yesterday, if there was, like, a scrum of 8 radio reporters.
Yeah.
And they were like, Jim, you didn't have a good show. You know, why do you think you were awful today? You
said
interrupted Charlie 4 times, you interrupted Cam, and then you said some things about Seth that just weren't true. And I would say, hey, it wasn't my show. You know, like,
Yeah.
I'm grinding.
I'm grinding.
You know, I'm working
You would
hard.
do that.
I'm grinding.
You would
Yeah.
make
I'm
excuses.
grinding. See, he didn't put, you
And
didn't
not-
pop me up.
and not-
You didn't do that.
You know, and I love Charlie. You know, but he was awful too.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
But I admit
throwing
it.
him
Yeah,
right on-
exactly. Yeah. Well, we all were off.
But I admit it.
Yeah.
When I make a mistake, I come right back out and say, look,
Like,
I made a mistake.
Do you
too.
feel you're a better person than the rest of the days,
Are you?
generally speaking?
Definitely you.
But what about the rest of the days?
Just you.
That's all.
So the rest
Just
of
you?
me at the bottom and
Yes.
the rest of you up top.
I think
even
you're-
Nate, even Nate.
Yes.
All right.
I think you're really
Nate.
far at the bottom. And then everybody else.
Nate's tired. So you grinded it yesterday, man. I've been pumping your damn tires
Nate,
up.
Nate heard me
I
bring him
like
into
to hear
it,
you
and he's
talk.
like,
I'm going to
"Leave me
miss
at it."
you.
And he shaved.
I'm gonna miss you.
And he shaved.
Damn it. I know
Clean
he did.
shaven.
Yeah, it looks good,
Listen,
man.
Do they have a dress code
I'll
like
be
the
back.
Yankees there?
Wheeling and
No.
dealing back there. Damn right.
I'll be better. I'll pop my Celsius back here.
Get
and
that mug
get
going.
some energy.
Let me- that mug
let me
going.
tell you something, barkeep, if
Yeah.
I may. All right?
What's up?
Yeah. You worked the night shift, and then you got up and you did this. We've all done that, and we still value your opinion.
I know.
Even though you want off the show and you're going to expand your own show, but we're still going to bring you into it from time
I
to
know,
time.
man. We love you,
Now
man.
get me a seltzer.
Show's in here. Get him in, by the way. I know all y'all pissed out there. Get him
By
in.
the way, Cole, if you're listening, I want Cole to do the same thing that Nate just did. When you can't kick it to Cole, I want Cole to kick it right
Yeah,
back.
yeah. Kick
to
it back to me, and I'll pump. Yeah,
you. Right back to you.
And I'll have an answer for you. Dang it. 855-282-8255. Get them in. Fergie chimes in. Did all the people who got on to Jay Flair for being upset for being taken out of the game see comforting Monty in the dugout? Gave his best Maddox claw, shoulder massage after a rough inning. It moved my heart. Dude looks like a great teammate.
That was nice. It looked to me
Flaherty
like
did that?
Yeah, he had his arm around. So all the starters
He's not a
get
horrible
together.
person.
Wait a minute.
All the starters, and then it looked to me like Flaherty said, "Hey, now you've got a high ERA too."
Yeah. Welcome to the club.
Flaherty's ERA is not too bad.
No, he's been good.
It ain't bad.
Sub
he
three,
has
right?
been good. Yes, it is sub 3.
I like that. I
His
like
ERA.
And I don't know why people got mad about him getting mad out of the game. As he said post game, he said, "Look, there's never a time where you want to come out of a game, and if there is, then you probably shouldn't play the game."
Exactly.
Everything's going wrong right now.
Ollie sucks. Cards suck. This team is finished. 9-2-0. Put a
Cheap
name down.
chokers.
Say it's over. I like when
It's over. The
But-
Cardinals won't be making a playoff. 618. Montgomery was garbage. Jeez. I wish Cat would stop fading. It's whisper, whisper, yell, then whisper. Olaf Cokes. Because you were talking to Nate.
Shut up, Olive.
There you
There,
go.
I
He's
said
new
it.
in the
There you go.
business.
He's new.
Shut up.
It's only 30.
Plus, he grinded
years.
last night. He
did.
grinded last
I
night.
did grind.
Dude, he was. I see his eyes in the morning. I see his eyes in the morning.
Listen, I had a
I see
beautiful
Nate's
Miles
eyes, I see your
Michaelis
eyes.
feature where he's shagging fly balls. Had that been a YouTube thing, would have been a sensation.
Would've been
Would have been a
unbelievable.
sensation.
It's grinding. That's all. Marble is the perfect manager for this organization. A month into the season, and no one is talking about Mo, the pet line of Roberto Duran. Yeah.
Or DeWitt.
Well, people are.
Who controls the
Settle
old bank account?
down.
Who controls the bank account? You think Mo does?
Cheap chokers.
I think Jim does.
How about you? How about you trade a couple of these 47? You got
Get pissed.
47 outfielders.
pissed.
You got 58
That's
good
what I want.
outfielders, and you got about one good pitcher. Maybe
That's
you
it.
trade about 3 of these outfielders. Oh, I don't know. Maybe for an ace and a reliever who can get somebody out and who knows where to stand on the rubber.
There you go. You're
cheap.
Get pissed.
Choker. Cheap chokers.
Great tweet. Although I missed it. There's no let's see. I'll get to the NHL stuff later. Hey, Cam, I'm getting more tornadoes today and tomorrow. Oh, geez, man. It's nonstop, dude. I think he's in Iowa. Jim, you need to resign as the Cardinals' wartime consigliere because
Consigliere.
yeah.
Consigliere.
Now he's yelling, though. Now he's
I know.
over-modulating.
He's
the
over-modulating.
mic.
Anyway,
Say it, consigliere.
consigliere.
Okay.
Because they're getting riddled with bullets on the turnpike, and you're still saying everything's okay. A little
Can I
godfather.
say
Apologist.
this?
Apologist.
If I may, look,
Get pissed.
they shot up Sonny, but it was light contact with those bullets. It was only light
Remember that
contact.
scene?
Flesh
Remember that
wounds.
scene?
Flesh wounds. They kind of graze the skin.
He'll be fine.
They lit his ass up.
It was what? Light contact.
And they're
I
both.
just think people like to complain.
Remember, they're both
That's
shooting.
true.
They're both shooting from both angles. Like they'd all die.
You know what the best part of that scene was? The guy, the toll taker. Oh, here's the coin. Oops,
Oops,
I
I
dropped
dropped-
it.
boop.
And you know what? Like he had to be dead too,
Yeah.
right? He dropped.
I know.
Because they're shooting. He had to die too.
Like, don't movies? They still do that, and that was back in the day. But they still do that in movies where they did it in Yellowstone in one scene where they kept shooting each other with ARs from every angle for 45 minutes,
And nobody died.
no one died.
well,
terrible shot.
none of the main characters died.
Of course.
Soft contact.
Soft contact. That's all. Nate the Cocktail Cruz would have tossed that scumbag out of the bar like a pina colada, then go to the gym and squat 450. Go get him, Nate. Pizza wallet. That was a nice one. That was a good text. Does Daddy Padre need any help stocking Funyuns? Mr. Parlays is in the job market. Oh, Jackie, what's up, baby? Well, why don't you ask him? Ask him. Keep the excuses coming. Time to hold Mozeliak and DeWitt accountable for not doing anything to win.
I think that was a big part of our preseason discussion
Wasn't
was, will they have enough in the rotation? I think, wasn't it?
Everyone said that.
Oh, man. The Office. I went to the game last night. Pathetic crowd, bad vibes, booing everywhere. There's a dark cloud over this team right now. You can feel it. You like that?
That
Ominous.
happens.
You like that?
That happens when you lose games.
How was that crowd?
A lot.
Well, no, not too many people.
It
People
was
there.
Early season. trust me, they're going to be
Just ask me.
fine by then. This isn't like, oh, yeah, they're not going to
I know.
draw. Weather's going to get hot. Kids will get out of school. They put a little winning streak together, and everything's fine. It is every year.
It's fine, Charlie.
Everything's great. Yeah,
Charlie,
I think
it's
they've won the
fine.
World Series how many times in the last
I was talking about the crowd.
12 years?
yeah.
Don't
They'll be fine.
be like Tucker.
Oh, Tucker.
I wouldn't know. How about this? How about this for a stat?
What?
Well, I was curious. Again, maybe I focused on the wrong things. I don't know. But every time I hear the old soft contact routine, I always look at the box score and I see a starter who gave up somewhere in the neighborhood of 9 to 10 hits.
Yeah.
That every time I hear the soft contact, okay, maybe 2-3 of them.
Two tree?
Maybe 2-3 of them.
2-3?
Soft contact. How about this? I just looked this up. MLB.com. Starters. This is only starters. In all of baseball, the Cardinals have allowed the most hits from a starting rotation in all of baseball, 116. That ain't all soft
It's
contact.
fine.
Look at that. The most hits allowed by a starting staff. This is not the National League. This is all 30 teams. They've allowed 116 hits in 94 and 2/3 innings. That ain't all soft contact, baby.
Jim.
I need about 350.
And they also, what's weird about that, because the team that the starters go long probably have a chance to give up more hits, but the Cardinals are also like 6th in the National League in bullpen usage. So the numbers are kind of all over the place. Look, it's not been good, and when they do get pitching, they don't get hitting. But I do think at some point it'll even out.
itself out?
But I'm with you, Charlie. Like I've never said, well, it was mostly soft contact, because I watched the game, and okay, 1 was soft contact and 3 were missiles. So you can't say it was soft contact. I'm with you.
Waino pitching today?
He's pitching at Springfield tonight.
Nice.
And the reason why it was supposed to be
Nice.
Tuesday, the reason why they made it Wednesday is so he could throw more pitches. It's further removed from his last outing. And my guess is, is it 1 or 2 that he needs to come back? I think the answer is 1. It's like that old commercial, and this is before your time. How many licks does it take to get
I
to the center
remember
of
with
a
the
foot-
owl.
That's not
One-
before our
With
time.
the owl?
1, 2, 3. 3. How many rehab outings will it take for Waino to get back to the Cardinal starting rotation? 1.
I remember
1.
that. The world may
You think it's
never
one?
know.
I think it's one.
Yeah, the world
I
may
could be
never
right.
know. You remember that
He
too?
said 1 or 2, but I think it's 1.
I think if he pitches well and throws, let's just say 64 pitches, I think they'll say, hey, he can throw 80, 85 next time out.
Yeah.
Put him in the big leagues,
Put him
baby.
in. Get him up here. Get the young up here, too, while you're at it. Let's see here. Jobu agrees with you. I agree, Seth. Tipping has absolutely jumped the shark. My kids won an effing red slushie after soccer practice. Give me your tip. Your 3-year-old, and I just gave your 3-year-old an ice cream cone with sprinkles. Give me your tip. I'm paying these employees raise so the corporations don't have to. He kind of jumbled that, so it wasn't really my fault for screwing it up.
But honestly, and I understand that, but you go to the ice cream store, you get your kid an ice cream. It's a kid back there. Give him an extra something.
I
like
got
here,
you.
I'm so appreciative because there's so many places where you go, sorry, we're closed Tuesdays because we can't hire people.
I know.
You know, like
You're right.
part of it is selfish. I want you to be open and profitable. So I'm going to do my part to help anyone that's working in this day and age that's young. I'm on their side.
Yeah, you're working, man. I appreciate that. I ain't tipping 25% for twisting off a wiser cap for me, Nate. You want 25%? You better show some leg.
At least he's drinking Budweiser.
I should have changed it to Bud Light. I should have changed it. Man, oh man.
You're really punishing Anheuser-Busch by buying their other products.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. Let's see here. I sure hope this isn't going to be another day of living in denial for the cat. Cards are finished. You need to put your foot
Done.
down. No, you need to put your foot down
Done.
today, Jim. You got a 12-15 game. You got to go in there and start rattling some cages, man. It's on you now.
Storming
Can
into
you shut
Storm.
the hell up, please?
Kick the door down.
Mazalak's office.
Put everybody in one room and start talking to them. Good God.
It is over.
It's over.
Say
It's
it,
over.
Say it that way.
It's over.
I like the way you say that.
Oh, man. I usually give my bartenders 23 to 25%.
23.
Good for you.
23. How do you figure out 23%? Why would you say 23?
That's what I don't know.
By the way, because we've all been, I think overly negative is not even the wrong term. We've been fair. But look at this. Cardinals are 7-11. Dodgers are 9-9. The Phillies are also 7-11. Mariners. Cardinals are about to play them. There's some hype with the Mariners. They're 8-10. The defending champs, Houston Astros, 8-10. It's pretty early. Pretty early, guys.
What are the Rays doing?
But it is over.
What are the Rays doing?
The Rays are dominating.
I know. Have they lost much?
They're 15-3, Cam.
Please clip that.
15-3.
Dang, boy.
Please, Seth, clip that up. It's pretty early, but it's over.
It's pretty early,
was good.
but it's over.
That was good.
Cam, does a cat have one of those poles so he can carry the Cardinals' water 2 buckets at a time? What the heck is going
that
on?
from?
That's Timmy
Yeah,
Van
he's
Gelder.
balancing it.
He's like, here you guys go.
Like he's going
What's
through the
going on?
fields.
See, that's what I'm telling you.
Water splish splashing out.
He's got to do all kinds of stuff.
Listen,
He's got all kinds
Is
of
that called
stuff.
a yoke?
Don't know. I don't know.
listen. Just because I ran out of Fresca to Montgomery after he gave up a soft contact hit doesn't mean that I carry water for them.
Here's why the team is going to turn it around. Here's why. Because that one point in the game yesterday, after Monty gave up a 6 spot,
Yeah.
but it only should have been a 5 spot because of soft contact. I saw that video of all of the starters, and they were all talking to each other. And they were putting their arms around each other, and they were doing the Mike Maddox claw. And that shows a group to me. They're bonded together.
They are.
They're ready to make a comeback and overcome.
That's what I said. They were like, "Now you got a pretty high ERA. All right."
Nice. We're all in this
No,
together.
I actually think that's a really cool thing. You see other clubhouses, other locker rooms have that, but you don't usually see like all the starters together consoling the guy who just came out of the game.
What's
I
the
think that's
claw?
Pretty cool. Claw is what Maddox did, the old pitching coach
Yeah.
when he come out. You never saw that, and he'd always put. It wasn't even like a hand on the shoulder. It was sort of a claw, and he said he did it to check the heart rate of the pitcher to see if they were
Like you
racing
check his neck
or
a
something.
little bit.
No, on the shoulder,
Yeah, I know, but like you could.
around the neck.
Yeah,
area.
okay.
Yeah.
So what did it mean when he had 2 hands on him then?
It
means you're really bad.
And one was checking, and the other is to making sure the guy didn't squirm away.
Yeah. One was checking and the other one was choking.
It's a 2-claw operation, Seth.
One claw was cheap. The other was a choker.
That is.
Charlie is right.
Charlie,
Yes.
rank our bullpen arms from worst to best. Curious about your opinion. You're welcome for the free content idea, Fergie. Thanks, dude. Rank them and
Worst?
rank them now.
Worst to best?
Worst to best. That's what he said.
I got to check some stats, but off the top of my head,
Top of your head.
well, Hicks was good last night, but I think overall,
He's the best.
He's the best.
overall, I think it's fair to say that he probably has been the worst. Palante got sent down. That's pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, who do you really feel good about? I still
Thompson.
feel good about. Well, I feel great about Thompson. Thompson and Helsley are right up there. So you got some other guys who are fine.
I like Romero. I thought he should have made the roster.
JoJo.
To start. So I put him third.
He didn't have enough
But they
time.
didn't ask me.
He didn't really have enough time at spring training. He did WBC, and his was more he had to battle and outshine certain guys. But
Verhagen, by the way,
Verhagen's been great.
All right.
I'm not a hater.
No, man.
Stratton's okay.
It's okay.
It's fine.
It's fine.
I do think entering the year, a lot of folks did look at concerns potentially on the pitching side and say starting rotation and also left side of the pen. I understand Palante has reverse splits. He's now in the minors. You have gone through that second lefty, and you're trying to figure that guy out. Genesis Cabrera, I think, well, last year you thought Genesis Cabrera was going to be the number 1 lefty, but he had a bad year and hasn't really kind of found that. Zach Thompson has been incredible. But I think it's fair to say that the Cardinals are still trying to piecemeal that left side of the bullpen.
Cabrera's velo. I mean, there were times last year where he's 98, 99, and it dropped off dramatically. Apparently, there's been an uptick as they work with some. I agree that he's still a work in progress. Thompson has been just sensational. And Halsey will be fine too, but that curveball from Thompson, it's unhittable.
Turn them up. I've started paying in cash at some places. Sorry, I'm not tipping you to ring up my order. The all-knowing expert. Yeah, man. I mean, if you can, just do it. I ain't gonna lie. Go ahead. What are you gonna say?
I was gonna go back to Palante being sent down. Like Ollie was pretty honest. Like he said, and the truth is, so Palante had fatigue, arm fatigue, soreness, whatever, and couldn't use him. And then he pitched him back to back. It didn't go great, but Palante's been very good. But Ollie said, look, someone had to go, and it's kind of not fair. He was honest. So, it's Palante because they needed to bring up someone. And Romero has been really good at AAA, like 5 2/3 innings, 11 Ks, sub-2 ERA. And he hit 100 miles an hour on the radar gun at AAA and had never done that before in his life. So for some reason, there's an uptick in velo. It doesn't mean it's going to translate to the big league level, but he's a guy that could possibly figure in.
So how about this? Reliever ERAs. Zachy Thompson. Sparkling 0.
Wow.
Helsley, 2.57. Hennessis, 3. Jordan Hicks, about 11. Gio, 0. Verhoeven Sandwich, 2.35. Palante, 7.5.
Ooh.
Stratton, 3.38. Paxter, 0. JoJo, 0.
JoJo. It's JoJo. All right, well, there you go.
That's the guy, by the way, Cam,
Yeah.
that if you Google him, when he was with Philadelphia, and it wasn't something he does or planned, he was coming into the game, and he just crushed a Red Bull and didn't know what to do with it, so he took the can. It was one of the smaller Red Bulls.
Yeah, little guys.
And smashed it on his bicep. Look at I didn't know you could do that. He took this, and as he was going in, was like, not something he had done before, just in the heat of the moment, crushed a Red Bull down on his bicep.
You could cut
Look
yourself.
Look at the video.
Yeah, I will.
And hadn't done it since.
What are you gonna say?
Cardinals bullpen ERA, 3.39. Not
Okay.
bad.
Ain't
Ain't
bad.
They're right around the top third. Right now in all of baseball, they're 11th. You'll take that.
I'll take that.
Look, you can't really point at the bullpen overall. Now maybe inherited runners, you're looking at that a little bit, but overall the bullpen's been pretty good.
I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not tipping at the ball game when I take the beer out of the fridge myself and open it myself and stick my card in the damn machine, Patty V.
Also, at the ballpark, it's different
yes.
because some of the money is not going to
I
the
know.
guy that's working it. It goes to the company.
Yeah, that's why Nate Venmos.
And Putin.
And Putin. What's he up to? Doing his thing, I guess.
Arresting journalists.
Yeah. People
Throwing people off buildings.
buildings,
Poison-
falling off of
poison pills.
high-rise buildings in Dubai.
He
They just
also-
fell. It's slippery up there. It rains
It
a lot in Dubai.
happens.
It rains a lot. It was icy.
Plus, he scored 8 goals. He was playing pickup hockey.
And then
8.
he blew a tire on the carpet. Oh, fell right on his face. People died that night.
Whoever had the picture of the guy that's in your apartment, and now I'm going to think about that guy, and he's going to tick me off all day. Like I want to
should.
go there and get
Yeah,
him out.
of course.
Doesn't he look? He
looks
looks
like
like that guy,
Jimmy looks like a scumbag.
right? He
Yes,
does.
Absolutely. He does. Seth is TJ Moe in disguise, isn't he? 773. What?
What does that mean?
I don't know.
What is that
I don't know
supposed-
TJ, so I
TJ
can't.
Christian?
Moe?
Is this political or is this religious?
What
is
did
it?
he? What did
Well,
Seth
he's
do?
an athlete.
I think they're trying to say I'm a conservative.
Or they're trying to say that does TJ not tip people?
Did Seth say something?
What'd Seth do?
See,
What
that's
did
the
you
thing
say?
where it's already being
What'd
brought
you
out
do?
like Seth doesn't tip.
Oh,
and
that's right.
That's
No
a very
tip,
vague
Seth.
statement.
No,
I don't
Seth.
tip.
It
and
doesn't
carry
matter
out.
if it's true or not.
I
That's,
know.
Hopefully
No
that's
tip, Seth. I
But
know.
the way
I
he
know.
did it,
Poor Seth.
he was like, on takeout, I don't tip, and he looked around like,
Somebody agree
And
with
we're like,
yeah,
oh
like,
my God.
he didn't know.
I know.
Well, I
man.
think back in the day we've had this conversation many times on the radio. I think if your bill is over $20-25,
Yeah.
I think you have to for carryout at minimum give $3.
Yeah,
If
that's
not,
okay.
Yeah.
and it's okay to only give 5. If your order's $60, I think it's okay to just give 5
I
for
agree.
Fine.
carryout.
That's fine.
Yes. He done. That's what I'm saying. Doesn't have to be the full 20%.
This is all new still too. You
But-
usually didn't have to do
Like
this.
Seth, when he was 7, his dad just texted me.
What do you say?
He had just killed a cat with a kitchen knife, and then he looked at his parents. Is this wrong? He didn't know.
God.
And since
That's how
then, he
you
has
learn.
never killed a cat.
Hey, in fairness, I don't remember the last time I've bought a carryout order that was over $25.
That
So.
poor kitty.
Seth, let me ask you this: when you're home and you're like, "I'm going to get some takeout," What's your go-to?
What's your
thing?
go-to, Seth?
It was a place I used to work at, Moss's. That was one of my favorites.
Right down Manchester?
Yeah,
That
new
Italian
ball one.
place? Right by a little gas station?
Little small guy.
Gosh dang right. Kate
What'd
and
you
I
get
went there the other day.
Is it Mulligan's? Yeah, really good wings.
Mulligan's, too.
Wings or
Pizza, whatever the case.
Massa's. Damn good food. I had a seafood linguine there. Yeah, Kate and I went there a couple months ago.
If you went like 10 years ago, I was probably serving you a salad.
Really? Yeah, I remember that. It was terrible.
I was labeled the salad biatch, if you will.
That's
what they called you.
Bitch.
If you were a high school kid making salads all day. But the owners were great.
Yeah, make money, dude. It is what it is. They should hire Brad Thompson as manager and Cat as bench coach. The ultimate yes men.
Wow. Going right after Bally's. See, Cat's pretending like he didn't hear that. He's got a big text.
The ultimate yes men.
What do you think about that, Cat?
Cat, stick up
coming
for
after
yourself.
Bally's.
I don't
honestly-
like this. I don't like it.
I actually just got a text that I had to answer. Brad Thompson, what?
Look at this. This guy only shows up for 1 hour of the show, and he can't even pay attention for the full hour.
You were chirping
It's not
me.
even an hour. It's only like 50 minutes because Cam starts the
Yeah,
show.
my bad.
at 7:06.
What? My bad. That was my fault.
It's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good. No big deal.
All
Here's
the
what he
listeners
said.
stop listening.
Listen, Charlie's great.
He is.
Thank
right
you.
now, he's
He's
giving me a
perfect.
rat.
He's
Thank you.
perfect. Here's the deal. The all-knowing expert. They should hire Brad Thompson as manager and Cat as bench coach. The ultimate yes men. See,
No, I like Brad Thompson.
is he a yes man?
I said I like Brad Thompson.
What are you supposed to do as the
What are you
color-
supposed to do?
Like, I think Brad is
What are you
fair.
supposed to
I think
do?
he's funny. I think Chip does a great job. I don't know what the complaint. If you have a complaint about streaming, or I get all that, but leave the guys on
Leave
the
the-
air
yeah.
alone.
He's
But-
getting chirped a little bit.
But
Because here's what happened.
have an updated picture.
Here's the thing.
Your picture's got to be within the last
2003.
2 years. It can't be a college picture.
I'll say this
Can't be
again.
your high school yearbook photo.
Say this again. When the team loses, Cardinal fans are ticked off.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Yes.
Which I embrace.
Yes.
I understand. And they want a pound of flesh. So they'll go after Mo, they'll go after
You,
Verhoeven, and then it's
Flaherty.
the broadcast.
Yes. Yes, it is. Everybody gets
Leave
hit.
Verhoeven alone.
I like the
Everybody.
broadcast.
What about
gets hit.
Hiccup?
I really do like
Good
the
luck.
broadcast.
Everybody gets rocked.
I enjoy the broadcast.
I get rocked. Watch, here's one from me. It's official. Cam's never watched a Cardinal game if he doesn't know the claw. Man, I forgot about it.
By the way, and you can't count this rundown play because that was an important play. What was Cam's obscure play of the game? Not the rundown play. That was not obscure enough.
Okie dokie. A lot of hockey I was watching last night. Let's see here. Obscure play. Well, they had two plays like that, actually. One worked out and one didn't when Tyler Motter just had to be just a little bit more athletic. No big deal. Yeah, Willie could have made a better play, a little quicker. But how about you become athletic? Be an athlete and reach out just a little bit farther and tag him. That was a momentum changer. Then they had I think they had a bomb, and now it blew up. And yeah, you came back in the eighth and whatnot, but you're still catching up all the damn time.
Playing catch up.
Playing catch up.
Cats up.
I'm telling y'all, that was a game changer right there. I actually had that in my notes.
I
man.
did preface that whole statement by saying it can't be the rundown play.
Well, it's going to be the
I
rundown
needed a
play.
more
Well, it's
obscure
going to be the
play.
run. Where's the let's see what happened. I got to look at my notes. Man, I had something down.
Who was the guy that
What's
hit
up?
the ball that was in the dirt? What was his name again?
Nick Ahmed.
No, that's
Ahmed.
what it was going to be.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The little
What?
I want
You
to
wanna
Cam
no,
to
but I don't,
answer it.
no, that was another play.
I thought you were just trying to remember.
I knew who it was because
Threw
I
it
watched
short,
the game.
hit
The point
bounces,
was
hit a little blooper.
we're
You
trying
know,
to.
They had some goofy hits in that game. It's all good. I had that down in my notes.
Thank you, Seth.
Let's see here. Thank you, Seth. It's all good, baby. Walker's 4 for 30 in his last 30 starts.
You know what though?
no big deal.
We shouldn't be
He's 20 years
that
old. It's all good.
surprised. That happens.
He's 20 years old.
Had a hot start. Look, I think when he made the team out of spring, that wasn't a guarantee he's going to be up all year.
No doubt.
A lot of guys struggle your first time up, or you're good for a couple weeks and they kind of figure you out a little bit. It happens.
Seth tossing salad 314. I'm sorry.
Not no more.
Not no more. Exactly. Damn right. And if you want to do it, who cares anyway?
It was a good experience.
Yeah. Let's see here. That's funny, man. I got to go all the way down because they're blowing up right now. Okay, sorry, boys. I've not been able to listen much this week because my 2-year-old can't stay healthy, and I'm always stuck at home. Where is Nate going? Richie Pilon. Nate's getting another hour added on to his 12 to 2 show, High Noon. So he's going to go from 12 to 3, and Cole Bartimas is going to be our producer. And that starts May 1st, I believe.
Is it still going to be called High Noon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
Hell
shit.
yeah.
So Jim,
I wouldn't change that.
So
I like
will-
that. I like your intro, too.
will Jim Hewer
you.
be on the board for the whole 3 hours?
Who?
Jim Hewer?
No, but
He's
Joe
never
Davis.
on the board.
Joe Davis, right?
I
No,
thought
Cole.
Jim did the.
Cole's on the board.
Doesn't Jim do the 2 to 3?
Yeah, but no. So the reset is going away.
Why do I picture you holding a goodbye news conference where there's a podium and a big 590 The Fan logo, and you walk
Live
up
trucks.
to the bank of microphones and you go, "The nightmare is over."
I can
Our
sleep
long
in.
national nightmare
I can
is
sleep
over.
in.
What was that from? What was that? That quote.
President?
It seems like something Clinton might have said. No?
Seth,
It is
our long national nightmare is over.
Gerald Ford.
Gerald Ford.
Good old Gerald.
Was it about Vietnam? What was it about? That'd have been after, right?
That's so fun. Tossing salads.
Watergate.
Watergate?
Yeah.
Oh,
It was in his inauguration speech.
Yeah, I would as a
Taking a
pres-
shot at Nixon, huh? And then
Yeah,
he pardoned
how
him.
about that?
Yeah.
There's always another problem coming down the pipe.
Always, man.
I don't care what party you're from, president. You're
Something's
always dealing
coming.
with a crisis.
Yep. Something's going to hit you. You know what I mean?
You can pretend it's not a crisis, but
Yeah.
there's a
It's something.
crisis coming.
You're going to deal with something. Why in the world would anybody tip for a carry-out order? All that happened is that hostess took your order, relayed it to the order to the kitchen crew, and it got prepared for you. No table service, no water, no table service, no tip.
You know why?
Talk about
You know why? Because someone's putting in the effort, and for me, again, it's selfish. I'm taking out from this restaurant because I like this restaurant, and I want them to be open and maybe not work 2 hours a day.
Well, how about this,
so
Hockey
I'll-
Bob? How about why'd I tip you out $100 just to take me from point A to point B with a pig carcass in the back?
Yeah.
Because I wanted to hook you up. That's why.
An extra 100? Or 100 total?
I don't know.
No,
I
you
got
do.
it.
No,
No.
you do. No, you do.
Yeah, you're
Well,
trying to act like you tipped 100. You
Well,
just
I'm just
gave
saying.
him
Well,
100.
he could type in and now you'll see. I
So
always
what
tip his
portion
ass
of that
out.
was the tip?
I gave him a $100 tip.
On top of the money.
Yes. On top of the damn money.
How much was the
What
money?
kind of question is that?
I'm here.
Well,
Probably,
you kind
probably
of
100 bucks. 120 bucks maybe from here to the concert and back.
All right, good.
Yeah.
But he
I give him a $100
kind
tip.
of works.
How many
at-
hours?
Not many.
But he also
Point A to point B,
but-
he goes and does his thing and comes back.
But
he
he
has
always
to be on
takes-
call.
Dude, he can go make more money
Like a nurse.
while I'm at the concert, and then I text him before we're leaving, and he's right there every single
But he's your
time.
personal guy, and he gives you personal service,
And
so
I
he
take care
deserves
of him.
extra. Yeah,
Of course, but
All right,
that's
but I'm not giving you a medal for that.
well. I'm trying to make a point to him to tip somebody out, even though they'll go get your stuff.
All right,
I
that's
gave you
fair.
extra
All
right,
money.
hold
on,
You had a
that's fair.
gosh dang pig carcass in the back of your car.
That's a different story. First of all, so you gave him 220 total?
yeah.
Okay. He had to drive 50 minutes to your house, drive downtown, take you back out
Not
to your
downtown.
house. Where does he live?
No. He's
But
from
I'm saying
Arnold.
this sounds like about a 5-hour time commitment.
Yeah, it's a.
$40 an hour is not exactly fantastic.
You would have gave him $200.
I'd have gave him $1 more than you gave.
Yeah, I know you would have. You wouldn't have used them.
I
You
don't,
wouldn't have used.
I don't really go that far.
Get out of here.
I
You're
don't.
right. It is far.
I don't go
That's
more
why I
than
take
20
care of
minutes.
I would have.
carcass.
I would have tipped him with a Brett Tomcoat bobblehead.
That would have been
That's how I
badass,
would.
Jimmy. Badass. Find something in your house to give him in the basement that you
What do
got
you-
from 4 years ago.
Knick-knack.
What do you do though if you're sitting at the bar and you have several drinks and then you put a to-go order in? How do you tip on that?
Well, you,
If
You
you've
tip
already
on the
tipped-
whole bill?
yeah,
to me,
yeah. I
to
would.
me, if you've already
sure.
tipped
Yes.
well as drinking, and then you order something like I'll get a burger, you're fine. Like as long as you're tipping, just keep the tips rolling for the people that are working.
Yeah, I
That's
say you tip on everything, dude. You tip on everything. You're going to see a lot of different things, man. You're really going to know who somebody is right?
Oh, I've worked for tips in my life.
You know what I mean, though?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you're really, they could be, it's, the guys that come down and sit at the bar and brag about how much money they make? They're the ones that aren't going to tip you much.
Yeah.
You'll
Loud
notice
shirt.
that. The loud shirt, the guys that go they're on their computer, like, doing business. They're the ones that are cheap.
They
Tight jeans.
pull out the billfold.
Yeah, and they look at the bill like, wait a second here. Oh, yeah, they ain't tipping you.
You know what? I gotta go, but because I'm working so hard,
Jimmy.
I'm gonna tip myself $20 as I leave.
Good.
Because I'm grinding.
You are grinding. Getting up early like that. Hanging out with Tyler.
Are you Tyler Motter?
No. The athletic Tyler. The athletic Tyler.
Spilling
Ty would have
spilling his
tagged his
dick
ass.
spit?
Ty would have tagged him on third.
There's a top on. There's
There's
no
a tag. No,
spill.
Jimmy's clean with that.
Is this it for Jimmy? Are you
Yeah.
in tomorrow or are you gone?
No, I'm not on the trip. I'm in
He's
tomorrow, Friday, and then I will join the team
Oh.
Sunday in San Francisco.
He's got some time off, baby. He
So
gets
I
some
got
rest.
a few days. I'm
Nice.
not on that leg of the Seattle leg of the trip.
A real grinder would go on all the trips.
Oh, Charlie.
Even if they weren't paid, they would just go.
Go
Was
on.
Alexa on the trip?
Yes, that's correct.
So are you doing any type of pre and post?
No, I'm off.
He should be there anyway, shouldn't he, Charlie?
This
he
is
should
not-
be there anyway, shouldn't he,
Especially
Charlie?
when the team
This
team's
is not-
going through
I
a struggle
know.
and you're
This
not
is
going to
not-
be there for him.
Be there for the team.
This is not my decision. This is
You could just go though.
Just go.
You could buy a ticket.
Like,
Just go. Yes. Buy a ticket.
You could fly.
like even Chip
oh,
is going to
Southwest.
take series off mandated.
Tom Ackerman's jumping in.
Yep.
You didn't hear that, Tom Ackerman? You didn't hear that, Sir Nathaniel?
No.
8 games, right? Is it 8 games, Jimmy?
Sounds right.
Yep.
I know it's a number of games.
Hell yeah.
Are they going to win today or what?
Jimmy, what's
course
going
they
on
will.
here?
Are they going to get swept by the D-backs?
Wow.
Come on now. Seriously, are they going to win?
Wow.
Well, let's see. Contreras is really hot, so you keep the bat in the lineup. Maybe he DHs, but you got to get Kisner in there, get Contreras, even though there's an off day tomorrow. So it could be all bets are off when there's an off day tomorrow. But let's get Kiz going. I'm thinking
know.
2 round trippers, 2 of them.
Come on, kids. Come on, kids.
2 bops from old kids? That'd be awesome.
That'd be so cool.
How
We would
awesome.
play that over and over and over and over for him on this here show.
And I'm going to give you a little inside thing. I've been planning with Goldie. I go, he's like, yeah, you haven't talked to me much this year. I go, yeah, I want to do one of those on-the-field post-game interviews. Let's get it going.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right, I'm going to try today. And then he goes, my bad. Maybe it's Goldie today.
Maybe
so you
it's
basically
Goldie.
said, Goldie, you have not performed to the level worthy
Of me
of a
interviewing
post-game
him.
interview because, first of all, you guys never win a game.
Yeah.
And second of all, when you do, Goldie, how about a couple knocks?
How about a couple knocks?
How about a couple ribbies?
I really like Charlie, but no, Goldie said that part. Goldie was the one that said, I haven't
really like
done
him,
it.
but-
I haven't done it.
I know,
Great
that's what I'm
guy.
saying.
Jimmy, pay attention to see if Kiz's walk-up song is still Dua Lipa, because it struck me yesterday that these guys change that from time to time.
Yeah, when things aren't going,
I would.
that's the first thing. I will, but I don't really know any other Dua Lipa song, you know.
She's a great singer, Jimmy.
Listen.
Probably the best.
Well, isn't
According to
that
Charlie
why
and his
we
buddies.
play it when he comes on the
Yes,
show?
but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know her other songs. I'm not
Just
up on
take
that.
note.
I don't know, but I will suggest a new walk-up song. I'm gonna give him a walk-up song that's Hot Take Central centric
Yes.
to see if that will spark.
Elvis
'Cause if I said
Costello.
he does like doing the show, and he does
course.
like everyone on the dais, except Charlie.
Yeah.
And what would be a Hot Take Central centric walk-up song that I could suggest? Something
about
that we
this?
all like.
How about this? Every member of the Cardinals right now comes out to a song by Cheap Trick
See what you did?
Was
there?
that
Because they're cheap.
because they're
chokers.
cheap.
Oh, okay.
Cheap chokers.
Go to break.
All right, go
Well,
to
you,
break.
see you, Jimmy. We'll be watching, man. What do you got over there, Charlie? We do got to go to break.
Is Whitener coming in?
Yeah.
Man, this show's gonna get good. Tell you what.
He's throwing bombs on you when you leave.
What?
It's hurtful.
Throwing bombs when you're leaving. Your back's turned to him, and he throws a bomb on you.
I like Charlie.
I know. He hit you
But-
from behind. He hit you from behind.
I like Charlie. Charlie's right.
Charlie's right. But
Are you good? Okay, I thought you were gonna have another comment.
He brought me into it.
I know. I was waiting for you.
You started it.
I was waiting for you to
I've
have
been
your
trying to
final
go.
comment.
He's gotta go.
Okay, can I do
I'm
my laundry?
grinding.
He's got
I'm grinding
work
here.
to do, Charlie.
Yeah, we
He's
know.
got work to do.
I know. You got to mic up a reliever that has an 80 RA.
What is going on here?